Right. Sex stereotyping is a creation of society that sets up roles for men and women to play to. The relationship is submissive characteristics for women and dominating characteristics for men. And women will actually abide to these because it shows up in media, it shows up in basically like daily life of women. Walking down the street being hollered at, going to clubs, and having people shadow dancing on them, coming up behind them and grinding on them, and they basically don't have the option of saying no to this, which affects a lot of college girls because most college girls do go out to clubs. And at least they'll go out somewhere, in bars. This happens too. Basically, society says that women can't say no. They're not allowed to say no.
I had a guy, my boss, that worked behind a glass door, but he could see us all. In the summer, he would turn the heat up, and because we all didn't want to pass out and die, we would wear, well, not me, but some of the girls would wear itty bitty little tank tops and stuff. He would come over to us while we were talking on our phones and put his hand on our shoulder and lean into us. And then if we were sometimes our office would all go out and we'd get food and they'd deliver, he would come over and he would ask me and two other girls if we wanted anything, and he would buy for us on the house because we were doing such a good job telemarketing. You know, and sometimes I'd walk in from teaching somewhere and he'd be like, "Hey, really like those boots the way they go up your leg." So we kind of just learned that the only reason why we had our jobs there was because we were pretty.
In the military and in the Marines, which is the most heavily male-dominant branch of the military, it was just a daily occurrence. The males blatantly saying, well, you can sleep your way to the top or you're not going anywhere. And I wasn't that kind of a person, so I didn't get promoted for 2 years. It's very tough in the military, I guess. That was the worst experience of sexual harassment I think I've ever had. People touching you at work, groping you at work. If you report it, they call you a liar. I'm sure it exists in the civilian world, but you're really defenseless in the military. They really frown upon females. They tell you shouldn't be there. You have no right being there because you're a girl.
Sex stereotyping isn't just about the battle between women versus, everyday life things and sexual harassment. It also plays into a much greater problem, which is rape culture. Sex stereotyping demeans women to a level of subhuman, they're not on the same level as men anymore. The object of rape culture from a women's studies standpoint is to figure out why this is happening on a legal level, on a social level, what makes it okay, what makes people think that it's okay. But it definitely starts with something so simple as sex stereotyping.